welcome to my channel and to our Pilates classes for beginners. If you're here for the first time and you're interested in Pilates, please go and watch the previous video where I explained our principles because they're important to understand the movement. And today we are starting with the warm-up. I will show some exercises that I find the most important that you should start practicing, and then we will progress to full Pilates class for beginners. So to repeat one more time, this Pilates will not shape your body. You will not look a completely different person after doing it, but you might feel like a completely different person, which also counts, okay? And for everything else, there are different types of workouts that you can also find some information on my channel. Okay, people, we will start on our back with knees bent, with our hands onto our ribs. We will first just try to practice three-dimensional breathing to expand our core. And exhale through your mouth until you feel all air is out and your muscles are activated. Inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale. Okay, now you can place your hands next to your hips. We will do imprint and release. So please first just inhale in the position you are now. And with exhalation, you will engage the abdominal muscles. With exhalation, reduce the distance between your hips and your chest. And with inhalation, you will just relax those muscles, okay? In release, you punch your abs and they're all like jelly. And when you exhale to imprint, you are strong. There's no more jelly anymore, okay? One more time. Inhale, release, and exhale. Reduce distance between your hips and ribs or chest, whatever, it's the same. Very good. Now we will do hip release. Here, I would like you to put your hands on your hip bones, okay? Find your hip bones and place your hands here. Because what happens during this movement will affect your other hip, and we want to keep them parallel the same time. So when you do the movement I will show now, and your other side is coming up, you have to reduce the range of motion, okay? So here we will, with our knee bent, just open the hip and bring that knee towards the ground, okay? So you see, my hips are still in the same line and my abdominal muscles here are engaged. If I would let my knee go further towards the ground, the other side would lift, okay? So I don't want that. I don't want to relax this part here. I will keep those hip bones parallel, open on one side, and then extend the leg and circle with my toes touching the ground until I bring the knee on the way up and in, and then again move knee out towards the ground, bring the foot down, circle, and with exhalation up. Other side is stable. Let's switch direction, do 5 more. So now from knee up and foot up, you will move the knee inwards, okay? You will extend the leg and then open your hip on the way up. And slowly switch side. Same rules apply. Let's open our hip to side, extend and circle up. switch direction, knee comes in and extend the leg and open the hip on the way up. And done. I'm very sorry if you're annoyed by my exhalations. I really want you to understand that it is important to use our breath and our mouth when we exhale. I'm not doing it just to make your day more annoying. No, I want you to enjoy. Okay, that was hip release. You will slowly lay on one side with your head resting on your arm bent like this, okay? Slightly bend your knees. Then bring your spine in neutral position, which is not when your core drops down like this, okay? So we bring it up by engaging our obliques. Then upper arm is in front of us, parallel with the ground. We will inhale and rotate our spine. Head follows the movement. We will exhale, go further into rotation. I hope you feel no pain, and you keep the hip bones still straight, so you're not moving hips backwards, okay? We are here, and then we will inhale into this stretch into your ribs, and with exhalation we will bring it back again slowly. Inhale and rotate. Keep the hips straight, okay? Exhale, go further down. Inhale here in the stretch, and exhale, come forward. One more. Inhale through your nose, exhale deeper in the rotation. Inhale in the stretch, and exhale, come forward. Okay, you can just roll over. I will come on the other side so I don't turn my back to you. Let's do the same. Find the position, engage the obliques, arm parallel. Inhale, rotate. I have to move. Exhale, go further down. Inhale in the stretch, and exhale, come forward. Please let your head follow the movement of your spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale in the stretch, and exhale. One more. Inhale in the stretch, and exhale. And from here, you will slowly roll over onto your chest and belly and find your way to all four position to practice cat stretch. So difference between cat stretch and cat and cow in yoga is that here we start in neutral position, we go to cat stretch, and we go back to neutral position of our spine. We are not doing extra movement here, okay? Again, neutral position of our spine is our setup, where we should have slight curve here down and slight curve up. Our wrist, shoulder, and elbow should be in the same line, and our head should be in line with our spine, which means not dropping down or overextending your neck. Okay, so here we will inhale to both sides, front and back. Make your core wide with exhalation, vertebra per vertebra from your tailbone. You're rounding your spine until your head drops to your chest. Your upper back is rounded. You are looking like a cat in a stretch position. You will inhale here. And vertebra per vertebra from your tailbone. You will go back to neutral. Let's do one more. Inhale in neutral position. With exhalation from your tailbone, vertebra per vertebra. Round it, round it, round it, round it, round. Inhale here. And exhale. Back to neutral. And find your way again to laying position. I think we know the most ways how to go to laying position. Everyone likes that. Not what I tended to think or say. Okay. Now we will do hip rolls. If you usually have something under your head to keep the neck in better position with your spine, now I want you to remove it, okay? Place your hands next to your hips, bend your knees, okay? Now we will do hip rolls, which means we will go to imprint, okay? Engage your abdominals, close the gap between lower back and the ground, and with exhalation, bring those hips up. Keep the hip bones parallel. Here you should also engage, you should feel your glutes. You cannot do this movement without your glutes. And here we are up on our shoulders, okay? Then we will, in the same position, go down. And we will roll out to neutral, which means just to relax your abdominals. Then again, roll in, bring your hips up. From here, slowly down and roll out to neutral. Let's bring the breath into this moment as well. Inhale, prepare with the imprint. Exhale, bring the hips up. Inhale on top. With exhalation, slowly, vertebra per vertebra, bring your spine and hips down and roll out. Roll in. Exhale, inhale on top, exhale down, roll out, one more, roll in, exhale, inhale on top, and exhale. Okay, good. Since we will not be really doing the whole class, we can skip shoulder blade movement and let's progress to arm circles. Okay, we will bring the arms towards the ceiling and further behind. Remember, keep the rib cage down, engage abdominal muscles, prevent it from moving, and then with exhalation, circle with your hands towards your hips. Inhale up, exhale down. Here you can also go a bit faster to really warm up your body. And switch direction. Okay, good. This was to warm up your shoulders. As you can see, you need a bit more space around your mat for Pilates exercises than maybe for some regular home workouts with weights. So I hope you have space for that. Otherwise, I don't know, just reduce your arm length and do the circles. Then again, it doesn't challenge your rib cage, but still you will warm up your shoulders, then it's fine. Then we can just repeat the head nod a bit. We can first move our neck to one side to feel the nice stretch on the other side. Bring it back to the center. Switch to the other side. Okay, good. And then let's do head nod. Inhale, bring your chin slightly down. You should feel how your neck is here nicely elongated, not too much, and then bring it back to neutral. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, good. One more thing that I didn't mention last time, which to be honest, I personally don't think it's so significant and will make huge difference in the exercises, but it is a fact that our shoulder blades also do this movement, elevation and depression, okay? We still need to know and understand that our shoulder blades move in many directions. We had protraction, retraction, and we have elevation and depression. Most of the cases, I mean all the cases, we just want everything in neutral in our setup. So we don't want to do exercises where we are elevating unless we're doing something else which is not part of the Pilates, or that you're really forcing yourself down, unless your body is most of the time in this position, then you must force yourself when you do Pilates to force that depression more, because you're always elevated, which is great, but in this case, depression is better. And that sounds weird. Anyhow, enough for today. We are, as always on this channel, first just tiptoeing into our classes, and then we can be ready for the full thing, which will be next time. Thank you so much for being here. Before you leave, do not even think leaving before subscribing if you haven't, commenting, whatever you want, liking and sharing, because I said so. Simply. Yeah, thank you. Now you can leave. I heard you clicked. Thank you. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.